the girl was shocked to discover that every time she brought a boyfriend home, her father would take him to the study upstairs, and when the boyfriend came out, he always looked serious, then slapped her hard across the face, and broke up with her on the spot, but never explained the reason why. 3 years passed in the blink of an eye. She had dated 18 boyfriends, all driven away by her father. Meanwhile, her younger sister had a child at 21, and she was 27 and still single. She started to feel anxious and restless, so one day she gathered her courage and brought home another boyfriend. As soon as they met, her father coldly asked the boyfriend to join him in the study. The girl nervously gripped her boyfriend's hand, afraid she would lose love once again, but the boyfriend confidently said, no matter what happened, he would never leave her. Then he followed her father into the study, but not long after, he stormed out and slapped her hard, then left without saying a word. This time, she couldn't hold back any longer. She finally let out 3 years of frustration and questioned her father. Why did he keep ruining her relationships? What exactly was he saying to her boyfriends in the study? To her shock, her father slapped her across the face without a word, then made her kneel in the yard to reflect, saying she could only get up once she figured things out. Just then her sister rushed out and scolded her, saying she must not get married, and demanded she obey their father. Seeing the girl's persistence, her sister turned around and went back inside, but the girl began to wonder, was she even their biological daughter? To uncover the truth, she hired a private investigator. At the same time, she confided in her best friend about what her father had done. Her friend guessed that maybe the father had been betrayed by her mother, and now saw the girl as an enemy. But that theory didn't hold up, because her parents always had a good relationship. Just then, the investigator called back with news, confirming that she was indeed the biological daughter. Still unable to find out why her father was stopping her from getting married, she took her best friend's advice, and asked her uncle to talk to her father. After hearing about her situation, her uncle was furious, and swore he would handle it. He stormed over to her father, demanding to know why he wouldn't let his niece get married. But the father said nothing. Instead, he pulled the uncle into the study. A few minutes later, the uncle's attitude completely changed. He came out yelling at the girl, even threatening to punish her. She was stunned. He had come to help. Why had he turned against her? Then her aunt came rushing in, determined to speak up for the girl, but the father simply took her into the study as well. And when she came out, she had also changed, even threatened the girl, saying if she dared get married, he would poison her with rat poison. The girl collapsed to the ground in fear, utterly hopeless. But her father's madness wasn't over. When she returned to her room in tears, she found all her boyfriend contacts deleted from her phone. Even the photos were gone. She ran out in a rage to confront her father, only to find out it was all done by her father and sister together. Their goal was to make sure she never dated again. She shouted in fury, saying her father had no right to control her life. That one sentence completely enraged him. He shouted for her to shut up, or he'd beat her to death. But at this point the girl had had enough, even if it meant risking her life. She was determined to uncover the secret of that study. She ran upstairs and stood before the door, but the moment it opened, she was completely stunned.